Hey guys, welcome back to DIY with me. As most of you know, we're heading into the Easter season, and I am not going to show you anything that I think is going to be so in your face, against your beliefs. I know a lot of us are thinking about bunnies and chicks and candy and everything else, but I want to show you something that talks about the reason for the season, but I'm not throwing it in your face. You can choose to make this, you can choose not to make this. That's my disclaimer. So here we go. Today we're going to use just some simple things that you may have out in your yard or on your walk in the park. Twigs. We're using twigs. We're using some kind of cording. I'm using leather cording. I also have a piece of string just so that I can tie these together. So the first thing I'm going to do with this is I'm going to come and basically tear off the extra little pieces that are hanging here and kind of trim them up just a little bit. I just want the extra pieces that are right here on the side. You may be able to use your scissors. I don't know if I can or not now. And you're just trimming off and just kind of making them prettier. So that one is done. So this one, I'm only going to use half of the twig. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear that twig in half, which I just did. And it's not so pretty. And I'm actually going to make this one, you know what? I think I'll use this one. I'm not even going to use this one over here because I want to make it small so that you can, number one, I'm going to use many versatile ways that you can use this. I'm also going to do it so that you can make one for yourself, or you can use them as your table setting. And this would be a great way, like if you have kids and you want to get them out of your hair for a little bit, like when you're preparing Easter, or you're putting their Easter baskets together or something, you can say, hey, go out in the yard and grab a whole bunch of twigs for mama or daddy or whoever. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to come, and this is not so pretty, and I do not like this side. So I'm going to actually cut this one. Okay. So these two are going to go in my craft section. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to come and you're just going to take, well, actually to secure it a little bit, I would use a little bit of hot glue just to kind of secure. So you're going to secure this right here with some hot glue or any kind of adhesive. If you can't tell what we're making by now, I think you're going to figure it out. And next I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this blue yarn that I have, and I'm just going to secure it even more because it's going to take a while for that hot glue to kind of adhere to it, to hold it in place, and we want to be able to work with it immediately. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to wrap it a couple of times around it, and then I'm going to tie it off. Now, what's a really great thing about this is, you can always talk. I don't know if you know the story of the jelly beans, and different kinds of jelly beans resemble different kinds of things. So you could actually talk to your kids about this and use different color yarn or thread, but I'm not. I'm just using this as the secure, and I just picked blue because it just happened to be the one that I have in my household. The one that I was able to, when I went in my craft cabinet, I was able to grab first. So now that you have this and you have this done and you have it tied and secure, you can come back and cut off those pieces right there. I just made a knot, and you're just going to cover up all that pieces. But that's just so that it's secure. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to undo your tape, because we used this cording before. I've used this cording before. Always, the tip is always, if you're using something and you have the thing on the side right here, put some tape there so they don't unravel. And you're just going to come, and first of all, you're going to come on the back side. You're going to decide which side you like better, this side or this side. I kind of like when it intersects, but you're really not going to see it. So I'm just going to come and I'm just going to tie a knot right here with my leather cording on the back side. tight as tight as you can. You don't have to use leather cording. I'm just using leather because that's what I have. I just wanted something a little bit and I'm just going to cut off the excess. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come and you're just going to wrap your cording around, and you're going to alternate. Now, this cord is in my way, so I'm just throwing that on the floor because it's getting in the way. So I'm going to go this way, and you're going to pull it as tight as you can. And see, I'm going back around this way. And then when I get on this side, I'm going to go, okay, I'm doing this way. I don't know if you can see this or not. See, I've come around this side, so I'm going to go across, but then I'm going to come back around and go this way. So you're just making it so that you're trying to make it so that it, number one, it holds. Number two, that you have just a little bit of detail in the middle of the cross that you're making. And what I'm doing is once I go this way and go around, I go back that way. So I'm just alternating sides when I go around. And I've noticed that this one right here is not that tight. So I'm just going to undo it. And the reason why I threw my cord on the ground was because the cord was getting in my way when I was tying it. Okay, so I'm going to cut this much off because I know I'm going to tie it off. And it's on the floor, so I don't have to mess with it right now. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and do it this way and that way. And then what I'm going to do is instead of tying it, I'm going to take hot glue and using my paint pen, just let it stick down there for a minute so the hot glue's there. Now, this is a great way right here. Since you have the hot glue, this is going to be the front of your cross. Now, I have some really pretty flowers down here. I'm just going to pull one out in my craft basket that's next to my desk that I keep the items that I'm going to be using this week. And I'm just going to come back, cut that piece off at the end, and I'm actually going to use it to cover up where the hot glue is. And I'm just going to put, well, the hot glue dry before I could get to it. And see, there you go. You have a pretty little flower. And now if you're doing your table setting, I have my linen napkin, but you can use a regular napkin. This is something that your kids can actually create with you. So I'm just going to fold my napkin up, fold it up again. I like this side because it shows some detail. Place the cross on top. You might want to pull this out a little bit, like add some hot glue to let it sit. But there you go, guys. A perfect little table setting, party favor, or you can put it up in your house. You can put a little, drill a little hole through the stick and use that same cording and hang it up. And there's a whole many different ways that you can use this for the cross. But I just like the fact that it can sit on your table. It's bringing indoors, outdoors, indoors. It's using something that you can easily find out in the yard, public, wherever you're at. Even if you live in the city, you can easily go to a park and find sticks on the ground and bring them home with you and forage in the wild and find these things. All you need is 2 twigs. Actually, you can use 1 big twig, some cording or something to wrap it with, and a little flour and a hot glue gun. And there you have it, guys. A cute little cross for your Sunday brunch. Until next time, guys. Bye. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Bye.